As a child, my ambition was to be an actress. I didn't know any different. I didn't understand why everyone else in the world didn't want to be an actress. That's all I ever wanted to do. People call me Manana because I do everything tomorrow. I'm very chilled. I'm not a very driven person. I never have been, but I've always known what I wanted to do, and there was never a second choice. It's always been acting, no matter what. I lost the hearing in my right ear when I was 20, so 7 years ago, and it was labyrinthitis, which is basically, they don't really know, it was some sort of an inner ear infection, and my hearing went within a few seconds. I'd just been out for a very long walk. It was when we had a mental heat wave in 2005, and I got back home, sat on the sofa, and I just got like a really loud ringing in my ears, and as the ringing went down, my hearing went, but I didn't know my hearing had gone, and my phone was ringing. I was trying to talk on my phone, but I thought my phone had broke, so I couldn't hear anyone, and it took me about an hour to realise that I couldn't hear anything. I was just clicking and I was just clapping. I looked a little bit odd, but I was trying to work out why I felt so strange. I couldn't walk in a straight line. I couldn't eat anything. I felt like I was constantly drunk. I was very ill. I was violently sick for a couple of weeks, and I had to go back home. I had to go back to Sheffield. I was living in London at the time, and I lost loads of weight. I was just sleeping the whole time. But every time I closed my eyes, I felt dizzy. I felt like I was going down some sort of spiral. And then eventually I started to get my balance back a little bit, and I stopped feeling sick. And 6 weeks later, I went to the hospital, and they said, your hearing's not coming back. I thought my career was over, and that's why it was so difficult to deal with it. I thought, I can't wear an earpiece, I won't be able to hear a director, I won't be able to walk properly. If someone's shouting me, I won't be able to see where they are. I'm going to be a nuisance, I'm going to be annoying, I won't be able to hear anyone, I'll be asking people to repeat themselves. I started frantically Googling actors and actresses who also had a hearing loss, just to make sure, just to reassure myself that you can still succeed in the industry with a hearing impairment. Right now I've got a small hearing device called a Lyric in my right ear. It's really, really tiny, it's about that big. And it's perfect for me because you can't see it at all, and doing the acting I've got to have my hair up, my hair down, everything's filmed in HD, I'm doing shots to the side. I don't want to have a hearing device I have to be taking out and putting back in again constantly. I'll end up losing it. So this was absolutely ideal for me. They've pushed it right down inside my ear. It doesn't hurt at all. I can't feel it anymore. Sometimes if I press on it, it hisses, but I do it every now and then when I'm bored just to check it's still working. But it's absolutely ideal for me. At the time I could feel it. I felt it for about an hour, and after that, it doesn't even feel like I've got anything in right now. It can seem like the most loneliest time of your life when you lose hearing. You think, no one wants to talk to you, it can be a bit embarrassing, and it's so not the case. Over the last 2 years, I've met 2 other people who are also deaf in their right ear, and I worked with them, and I had no idea, we just hadn't told each other. So my advice is to realise, if you look around, there's probably a lot of people that are in your shoes that are very close to you. The only thing that's going to hold you back is your fear of being held back, because it won't hold you back at all.